Well, we meet again, Mr. Bond. Power to the people, power to the truck. Yours truly in the house. Here it is, August 18th, Monday evening. If it's all right with y'all, I figure I'd just come on in your house for a minute here. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just to let's put it on some revolutionary time. For all my black revolutionaries out there, I got to be the hotline.
What's happening, y'all? What's up, DC? We used to call you Chocolate City, but now it's Federal City, y'all.
Like this. Hold it.
Powerful. The revolution will not be televised.
I'm gonna come back to that other version, but for right now, let's do this like this. So if I promise to clap back and never to look back, as a matter of fact, let's keep it a stack. No one had to back, but me and my click crack took off the red dot using the iron sight. Triple tapping like a mug, ready to take flight. Hold my post in the alley at midnight. Take my orders from God, not man. You know what I'm saying? But that's alright. Cause all we're doing is busting and fighting. Having a party with no invite. But that's when it's alright. Never took your book, holding on mine tight. Woke me up in the middle of the sleep. Grandma and them weak. Cause I promised my soul to keep. So you reap and you weep. For all the real homies tried ringing a bell when they wanted to sleep with the devils and call it sweet. Adopting Thomas led astray, but now I promise for my people it's a brand new day. Hate rolling off the lips into a megaphone. Looked in the mirror and knew it was wrong. Not trying to come off like King Kong. Just a redemption song, grand rising, and keeping my people strong. I was never late. Just took too long, it didn't hesitate to right my own wrongs and get it straight. Hey, pack my bag and get it gone. Black lion was lying in the range in the cold with the cold still with the lead flying. Double tapping like a mug with both fingers. Show them that I wasn't playing. Just a sucker for love. So this revolutionary is back on his knees praying. Don't get me choked up before you get yoked up, before I get called up. So me with the RBG, the Black Revolutionary. Hey, hate ain't the way, love is the key of G. Father, forgive me. Please don't believe me. When time stops, take a look in your inbox.
We gotta get an encore on this joint. Hold up. A little bit too close to the end. And as I said it before, I say it again, my friend. Take it from the top, like James.
Take it from the top.
On the
one. Thought I just let it play for me. Because of him faded, man. Behind the rails, he's laying on a bed of rails. DC, Federal City. The real revolution will not be televised. Talk about or prophesied. Real easy for me to get on some gangster shit, especially with them on this Elliot Neff type shit. DC, Federal City. Welcome to the snails of the Fed sales, motherfucker. Trump drawing lines. Police getting federalized. So scared, cap popping lies. We got the National Guard in combat formation, helping with the homeless eviction, relocation, evacuation. Martial law in a police state. Tell the tourists it ain't nice. If you ain't right, you might just get stopped by ICE. Don't keep all the kids at night. Catching paid feds ain't right. While the rich get richer and the poor get poor off of this big new deal. While they fat and get their fill, and most will kill for a real meal. So the blue gang is on the loose, man. Hey. So the blue gang is on the loose, man. Loose ghost trips, sink most ships like a hurricane. DC, Federal City. Welcome to the smells of the Fed sales, motherfucker. Burn. Power. They taking pictures for facial recognition, y'all. I say mask up, don't take no jabs at all. So you know it's designed for analytic technology to make us all take the fall. 5G and the nanobot take zombies of us all. Not us, we ain't having it. That make America hate against it. While the dark ops running down on the streets, so you know what time it is in DC. DC, Federal City. Welcome to the smells of the Fed cells, mother fire.
Encore.
Remix. What's happening, y'all? What's up, DC? We used to call you Chocolate City, but now it's Federal City, y'all. Remix. What's happening, y'all? What's up, DC? We used to call you Chocolate City, but now it's y'all get it with the remix, y'all. This ought to be the bomb with the background, The revolution will not y'all catching it live and living Black Hour. Yes, you know what I'm saying. For me to get lost in the game, especially now that they're doing that alien nest type script. As I always say, take it from the top. Yeah, let's take it from the top. What's up, DC? We used to call you Chocolate City, but now it's Federal City, y'all. What's up? Powerful. The revolution will not be televised. Talks about a prophesy. Like power. Real easy for me to get lost in the game, especially now that they're doing that alien nest type script. You dig? DC, Federal City, welcome to the smell of the Fed city. Mother fire! Just drawing lines. Power. Always getting federalized. Sex scared, cap, popping lies. Yeah. They got the National Guard on combat formations, helping the homeless relocations, evacuations, evictions. Martial law in a police state. Tell the tourists things ain't nice. Yeah. If they ain't white, they might get stopped by Stop by yeah. We got the curfew for the kids at night. Catching feds ain't right. While the rich get rich and the poor get poor off this big new deal. While they get fat and getting they fill, most kill for a real meal. So the blue gang is loose. Yeah. Man. Say what? Loose. Those clips sink most ships like a hurricane. DC, Federal City, welcome to the smells of the Fed sales, mother. They taking pictures for the facial recognition, y'all. I stay masked up, don't take no jab at all. 5K for the nanobots, making zombies of us all. Not us, we ain't having it. That making America great again ain't scared. They making America great again, and that's it. While the dark ops running down on the street. So you know what it is, man. DC, Federal City, welcome to the smell of the Fed cell, mother. Fire! Lightning here. To open up your eyes, my dear. Say what? Remix! Keep it going. Remix. What's happening, y'all? What's up, DC? We used to call you Chocolate City, but now it's Federal City, y'all. What's up? Powerful. The revolution will not be televised. Talks about a prophesy. Like power. Real easy for me to get lost in the game, especially now that they're doing that alien nest type script. You dig? DC, Federal City, welcome to the smell of the Fed cell. mother.
Fire! Burn!
Trump drawing lines.
Power!
Hope we get federalized.
Yeah.
Associated Catholic hospitalized. They got the National Guard on combat formations, helping the homeless relocations, evacuations, evictions. Martial law in a police state. Tell the tourists things ain't nice. If they ain't white, they might get stopped by ICE.
Like powerful, yeah.
We got the curfew for the kids at night. Catching feds ain't right. While the rich get rich and the poor get poor off this big new deal. While they get fat and getting they fill, most kill for a real meal. So the blue gang is loose.
Yeah. Say what?
Yeah. Those clips sink most ships by the hurricane. DC Federal City, welcome to the smells of the fan sales, mother. They taking pictures for the facial recognition, y'all. I stay masked up, don't take no jab at all. 5K for the nanobots, making zombies of us all. Not us, we ain't having America great again, ain't scared. They making America great again, and that's it. While the dark ops running down on the streets. So you know what it is, man. DC, welcome to the smell of the mother. Fire! Lightning, yeah. To open up your eyes, my dear. Say what?
Remix.
We're going live and living black power, y'all. DC, Federal City.
Behind the rails, he laying on bed and nails.
The real revolution will not be televised. Talked about a process.
Yeah. DC.
Now the wheels are coming to y'all live in the Black House.
Chocolate City.
Thursday, 7 p.m. for the Black Revolutionary Hotline.
DC Federal City Remix.
Hey, do I know I saw a party or what? That's how we used to do back in the day. We have house parties that be off the chain, man. It's like, where y'all think these MCing came from, DJing came from, you know? They scratching them albums and they get on the microphone and they be like, last call for alcohol. You ain't gotta go home, or you gotta leave here. So, you know, we kind of taking it black, make it all black, take it all black. Yeah. So how y'all doing out there? I just forgot to do a little quick one, warm up, because I got a few people we got to get up in here, man. Because I want to pitch this hood movie, just like they pitched that movie of what was it the Boondocks movie. But I don't know what happened with that. That should have really flew, especially with that dude that played that. Damn, I don't know what his the Uncle Festus or something like that. Uncle Remus. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh man, I still talking. Dang. Okay. All right. Well, that's the remix for DC Federal City. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I want to call people off the spur of the moment on here and say, we on the line. You're on live right now, talking to hundreds of thousands of people all around the world. Say hello, hi. And be like, man, you better get me off there. So it's too late. Now you're already on. Do you have anything you want to tell the people? So yeah, I want to tell the people that you are dirty, rotten, click. What happened? I think we lost our connection, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get back to normal. Normal for us is damn sure ain't normal because, as Malcolm X said, we haven't even begun to heal the wound that the blow made. And they won't even admit the knife is there. So, y'all know, like I know, the knife is there. Oh, and happy belated Marcus Garvey Day. And Marcus Garvey Day every August 17th. Wish I could have made it to the party. Big celebrations all over the place. Down New York and here and there. Went on 607 I'll call in. Let's see. But in the meantime, let me give y'all this. Because this is what it's turned into. This is not only DC. DC is the testing ground. This is what they want to do in every black city near you. So white folks, y'all get caught up in the crossfire. You know how y'all folks think. You'd be like, oh well, collateral damage. That's how y'all folks do. You know it. So just stay right over in front of us as a human shield. It don't matter though, because they got feds, ICE, Homeland Security, the AFL-CIO, and old McDonald had a goddamn farm. You know what I'm saying? But before I do that, let's do this real quick. Because you got to keep it good. All right. Keep it black revolutionary. Especially with the flag up on the wall right there. The freedom of death.
I went to St. Louis, Missouri the other day. They had Black Panthers from all over the country. No one knew about it at all. They had machine guns, recoilless rifles, grease guns, Lugers, 25 of them, all armed. And the chief policeman here at the airport when I arrived, they were there, right there at the steps. He said you were violating the law. Yeah, we're violating the law. He said, we're tired of our white and black leaders Jackie and Fun and Bobby being killed. We're going to protect this man right here. They didn't arrest one of them. Because they said if you arrest one, then someone's going to die. Because we are ready to kill. By all means, black dignity. Just as surely as you're proud to be white, we're proud to be black. Black is beautiful, baby. It's pretty. I always say to my brothers, I say, they don't worry about the white chicks. We got everything from chalk to charcoal in our own race. And I say, that'll do. That'll do. That all means dignity. happy with dignity and integrity. They don't want any more than you have, and they're not going to accept any less than you have. That's bad enough.
Progress is being made. If you take a knife and my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. You pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that's below me. And they haven't even begun to pull a knife out, much less trying to heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there.
So what's up? What's up? What's up? What does it all mean? You know what I'm saying? Where do we go from here, my dear? Where do we go from here? Well, I'm not presentable. I gotta stay off the camera until I can get presentable. I don't know if that'll ever be, but you know what I mean. I'll give it a shot. At least get dressed right, you know. See, I'm normal. See, people who be normal out there, you know, they think they on some damn sitcom reality TV type thing. When actually, they probably just at home in their living room. You know what I'm saying? Whereas me, I'm actually at the studio trying to make things pop for the people. Not pop go to Weasel, but pop for the peoples. Yeah. So that way, like 607 Oak say, so the streets to stay plugged in, you know? The streets ain't been plugged in a minute. And we'll probably have 607 Oak pop through in a little bit. We go live Saturday. And let's see. Yeah, like I say, if you don't, you people gotta support your own black network, your own black if you want to call it TV, radio, and mo, you know. It's the Black Power Radio 2.0, giving you more what you lay your hands on your radio for sure. Black Power, power to the people. And I'm just here to make you think. Glory be. Yeah. Started getting into some funk there. I'm thinking Bootsy in my head. Dance. But before I do all that, I better play my own stuff. Because, you know, that's YouTube, Facebook, all of them. They just want you to play your own stuff. But I will at least show how strong my people can really go on some Black Panther, Black Power tip. With all the gun clubs and everybody, when we join together, boy, it's like this. Well, you ain't got to believe me, believe your lying eyes. Wait a minute, I know I can do better than that, but not right now. Right now, we're going to do this. And we're just going to go through it. All right? See, we don't want them to get caught up on the music, so we won't get. Yours truly right now the fruit with the flag.
Power to the people. Black power. Hit it one more again. Black power. Power to the people. Freedom of death. Freedom of death.
Earth Sky Band. And yes, I do own the rights to my music. A lot of people don't own the catalogs. Well, we do. And my, oh my, what a catalog we got. And just so y'all know what it means to take another step black, that means take 2 steps forward. Arch. You dig? So let's take another step black. And I don't mean black in time, I mean black to the future for sure.
Freedom of death, black power. Freedom of death, black power. Harry Tubman line, runaway slave express, black flag, say a nation in distress, and my people take another step black, take another step black. Don't give me that old slavery crap, I ain't having that. No thank you, Mr. Charlie, to eat that political pie. And take another step black, yeah. I don't think you hear me. Harry Tubman line, runaway slave express, black flag flying, say a nation in distress. Take another step black. Ow. We came here to talk to you, tell y'all people just what to do. We got to pull together. Rain, snow, storm, and weather. Happy, let's all get down. If we want to still be around. What do you want? We came here to talk to you, tell y'all people just what to do. We have got to pull together. Rain, snow, storm, and weather. Never step black. Hurry, let's all get down. We want to still be around. We came here to talk to you, tell y'all people just what to do. Let me say, hey, now. Take another step black. And my people say, take another step black.
This is the People
Yeah, black, pull together.
Show, People Network. For us, by us. So hit the Cash App. Make sure we keep black powerful and hit the production cost. We got some travel costs getting ready to incur, but it's going to be well worth it. We are bringing a revolution to the people all over the United States. So now, nation. Yeah, how about that? Well, it is the day after Marcus Garvey Day, and we still here. And as he said himself, if you take me down, more will rise in my place. So here we are, you know? But this is how they trying to take over the streets of America. Well, in Black America. This is how they trying to do it. They trying to get, like Trump said, he noticed some police that was out there that was pretty rough and pretty tough. In other words, they were like this.
And I'm a shootist. I've killed 17 men. Killing is purely a business proposition for me. Doesn't give me any pleasure. My employer is confidential. Now, do we have business together today? As soon as the rain stops, I'm going to make an example of you.
So then he said, give me the gun.
Gene Hackman, the quick and the good.
Like hell I did.
You shot it?
Yep, and that's the story of Flat-Nosed Freddy, who currently resides 6 feet under.
Oh, man.
It was a big thing for you to enter the contest. You made your point. Now I want you to step down. No disgrace.
I'll only step down when you step down.
I'm telling you to step down. Your time will come.
Not with you still around.
Don't ever cross me. And don't try to stare me down like you're doing now. I'm not sick or old. And you're not half the man I am.
Round two. 4 fights today, featuring the 8 remaining contestants. The winner is the contestant left standing. Left alive. Left alive. From now on, we fight to the death.
Well, well. What a surprise, John. You changing the rules.
Any problem with that?
Well, I was planning to kill you anyway.
Gentlemen, the street is yours. I'm confused. All I hear from you, you spineless cowards, is how poor you are. How you can't afford my taxes, my protection. And yet somehow, you've all managed to find the money to hire a professional gunfighter to kill me. Where's all this money coming from? Who might have think? You got so much to spare, I'm just gonna have to take some more off you. Because you clearly haven't got the message. This is my town! You let the shit go it's because I allow it. I'm in charge of everything. I decide who lives or who dies.
That's Trump for you. Them the kind of police you want to put out on the black America. Told y'all we should jump in with the Hispanics because they getting ready to jump on everybody now. No discrimination at all. They going door to door selling eviction notices to the homeless. We're going tent to tent and throwing away all of their belongings. Not letting these people put them in, haul their stuff away. But instead, I saw one film where they were dragging the tent over to the dumpster with all their stuff in it. Instead of giving them a place to go and take their belongings, or even put their belongings in storage for them. Hell, they could put them people in storage for real. They have the facilities. And I don't mean jail. They got enough of bandos, enough government property that is not being used that could be utilized for the displaced. That would be a lot better.
We gotta get our go on this joint. Hold up. A little bit too close to the end. And as I said before, I say it again, my friend.
Let's keep the 12-point platform.
Like James Brown say, on the one.
You know what? I'm gonna try something, y'all. Here we go.
A young slave boy stood one day before the greatest ruler of his day. And God said to Moses, "What's in your hand?" And Moses said, "I've got a stick, that's all." He said, "Well, let me use what's in your hand." And God used that slave boy with a stick in his hand to divide the Red Seas, march through a wilderness, bring water out of rocks, manna from heaven, and bring his people to freedom land. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? George Washington Carver, who was so frail that he was traded for a broken down horse as a slave boy. George Washington Carver, sitting in the science laboratory at Tuskegee, told me, he said, "Dr. Powell," he said, "I just go out in the fields each morning at 5 o'clock, and I let God guide me. And I bring back these little things and work about my laboratory, and that man did more to revolutionize the agricultural science of peanuts and of cotton and sweet potato than any other human being in the field of agricultural science." What's in your hand? Just let God use you, that's all. What's in your hand? I've got a stick in my hand, that's all, and I'm flying a kite. And way up in the heavens, lightning strikes it. And I, Benjamin Franklin, discover for the first time the possibilities of electricity with a string in my hand. What's in your hand? Little hunchback sitting in a Roman jail? I haven't got anything in my hand but an old quill pen, but God says write what I tell you to write. Paul wrote, I have run my race with patience. I've finished my course. I've kept the faith. Henceforth is faith to me. And the enemies of my people are great and big and more numerous than we are. Well, will David go down to the brook and pick out a few stones and come on back and close your eyes if you want to and pull back that slingshot and let it go. And David killed the biggest enemy, the leader of the giants, against his people, and his people became free, just letting God guide a stone in his hand. And a few years passed, and David is a king. And God says, what's in your hand? He said, I've got a harp in my hand. He said, well, David, play on your harp. And he plays, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Leadeth me beside still waters. Yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? Man hanging on a cross. I've got 2 nails in my hand. Father, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know. If thou withdraw thyself from me, whither shall I go? And that man, with 2 nails in his hand, split history in half, BC and AD. And what's in your hand tonight, people of Cambridge? You've got God in your hand, and he'll let you win, because he's on your side and one with God, always in the majority. So walk with him, and talk with him, and work with him, and stick together, and fight together. And with God's hand in your hand, the victory will be accomplished here sooner than you dreamed, sooner than you hoped, sooner than you prayed for, sooner than you imagined. Good night, and God bless you.
Encore. What's happening, y'all? Yeah, we have a little blend of the music. Yeah, yours truly on the keyboard with some Adam Clayton Powell. And as I said before, I'll say it again. Yesterday, August 17th, today's the 18th, Marcus Garvey Day, celebrating Marcus Garvey's birthday for August 17th. And here's a little Marcus Garvey.
Because whatsoever education I acquired out of the sacrifice of over 300 years, I shall use for the salvation of the 400 million black people of the world. And the day when I protect my people, may God Almighty say there shall be no one like for you. I unequivocally rejected the racist assumption of much white American Christianity, namely that God had created the black man inferior and that he intended Negroes to be a servant class, hewers of wood and drawers of water. Well, I predicated my dual upon on the doctrine of Imago Dei. All men, regardless of color, are created in the image of God. Now, from this premise, quality of all men and the brotherhood of all men, the biblical injunction of Acts 17:26 reminds us that he created of one blood all nations of men that dwell on the face of the earth. I was most interested in brotherhood within his own race, because if Negroes are created in God's image and Negroes are black, then God must in some sense be black. If the white man has the idea of a white God, let him worship his God as he desires. We have found a new ideal, because while our God has no color, and yet it is human to see everything through one's own spectacles, and since the white people have seen their God through their white spectacles, we have only now started to see our God through our own spectacles. But we believe in the God of Ethiopia, the everlasting God, God of Father, God of Son, God of Holy Ghost, the one God of all ages. That is the God in whom we believe, but we shall worship him through the spectacles of Ethiopia. For 250 years, we have struggled under the burden and rigors of slavery. We were...
You hate it when that happens. Well, we gotta endure sometimes.
We were maimed, we were brutalized, we were ravaged in every way. We are men. We have hope, we have passion, we have feelings, we have desires, just like any other race.
Hit the Cash App.
Canada for the Canadians, of America for the Americans, of England for the...
Hit the Cash App, y'all, so that won't happen. So I can download these speeches without the assistance of any other entities.
France for the French, of Germany for the Germans. Do you take it on reasonable to feed the black to the world to raise the cry of Africa for the Africans? The You need to. The back is not yet against the wall. We do not want it back against the wall because that would be a peculiar and desperate position. We do not want it there. It is because of this that we are asking for fair compromise. But the Belgians have control of the Belgian Congo, which they cannot use. They have not the resources to develop nor the intelligence. The French have more territory than they can develop. They're certain about the Africa that they cannot develop. The other the United States of Africa. We are not going to be arrested of the country. God never intended it. We're not going to use God's confidence in us men. We are men, human beings, capable of the same acts as any other race. Possessing on the first circumstances the same intelligence as any other race. Now Africa's been sleeping, not dead, only sleeping. The day Africa's walking around not only on our feet, but on our brains. You can enslave us with them for 300 years the bodies of men. You can shackle the hands of men. You can shackle the feet of men. You can imprison the bodies of men. But you cannot shackle or imprison the minds of men. Lie down, black men, and take. Reach up, black men and women, and put all nature's knowledge to you. Turn here around and make a conquest of everything, north and south, east and west. And then when you have Roswell, you will have inherited God's blessing, you will have become God's chosen people, and naturally you will become leaders of the world. And as you bow down to the white man today, so a lot of races bow down to you and call you a racial master because of the superiority of your mind and your achievement. Because no race has the last word on culture and civilization. They do not know what we are capable of. They do not know what we are thinking. They're thinking in terms of dreadnoughts, battleships, aeroplanes, submarines. You know what we're thinking about? That is our own private business. Don't give us credit for being able to use our minds. And when people becoming conscious of themselves, determined to use their minds, you do not know what extent they can do. Liberate the minds of men, and ultimately you will liberate the bodies of men. We love the white race, not for social fellowship, but for the common brotherhood of God until we should live. What satisfaction can anyone get in being happy and see his brother wallowing in filth, dirt, and disease? How can you be happy living in luxury and your brother's living in disease? And then when you try to help the one out of the disease, this other person talks about disloyalty. Black men of Carthage, black men of Ethiopia, Timbuktu, Alexandria gave the light of civilization to this world. Ethiopia shall stretch forth her hands unto God, and princes shall come out of Egypt. The classes, nations, races have been quite for over 4 centuries. Who was merely born of youth in self-humiliation, whose forbearance can only be compared to the prophet Job, as likewise lifted his bowed head and raised it up to God's title, I am a man, and the man of man stands on a man's feet in this world. But I shall teach the black man, I shall teach the black man to see beauty in his own kind and stop bleeding his skin and otherwise looking like what he's not. Back in the days of slavery, race become miscegenation and occurred because the African woman had no protection from the slave master. Therefore, there is no need today for black people to themselves freely continue a practice that maximum of the slavery. Our greatest the race problem will be solved through higher education, through better education, that black and white will come together, that they will never have national African regime. Because if those who like W.E.B. Du Bois believe that the race problem will be solved in America through higher education, they will walk between now and eternity and never see the problem solved. God made man Lord of his creation, gave him possession and ownership of the world. And you have been so down and dirty that you've allowed the other fellow to run away with the whole world, and now he's stopping you and telling you that the world belongs to him and that you have no part in it. And you don't have to tell anybody about being black because God said you know exactly what he was doing when he made you black. If black people knew their glorious past, then they would be more inclined to respect themselves. Yes, you heard of Johnny Walker Red. I'm black. Well, he had his adversities, but he's still going strong. Well, I intend with your help and God's grace to continue. But my work has only just begun.
Just like his, my work is just beginning. on the Black Revolutionary Hotline. Little insight on Marcus Garvey, so y'all know who he was, what he was about, instead of what they say.
Welcome back to Black Discoveries. In the annals of history, there are individuals whose legacies echo through time, leaving an indelible mark on the world. One such luminary figure is Marcus Garvey, a name that resonates with the struggle for racial equality and the dream of a united African diaspora. Today, as we navigate the complexities of the modern world, it is crucial to revisit the life and philosophy of Marcus Garvey. His teachings and actions remain as relevant as ever, serving as a beacon of hope and empowerment for those who continue to fight for Black rights and equality. In this video, we will embark on a journey to explore the life, philosophy, and profound impact of Marcus Garvey.
I don't like their music. I'm gonna try to put mine in.
For the rights and recognition of Black individuals worldwide. From his early life in Jamaica to his leadership in the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, from his powerful speeches to his enduring influence on Black culture, we will uncover the multifaceted facets of this remarkable figure's life and his tireless dedication to the cause of Black empowerment. Early life and influences. Marcus Garvey's story begins on the picturesque island of Jamaica in the late 19th century. Born on August 17, 1887, in the rural town of St. Anne's Bay, he came into a world still deeply affected by the legacy of slavery. Growing up in this post-colonial society, Garvey was exposed to the harsh realities of racial discrimination and inequality from a young age. Garvey's experiences in Jamaica laid the foundation for his unwavering commitment to the fight for Black rights. The poverty and oppression he witnessed fueled his determination to bring about change. He understood that for people to secure their rights, they needed a strong and unified movement, an idea that would later become central to his philosophy. The birth of Pan-Africanism.
Get a hot cup of tea
and began to explore the world beyond Jamaica. He became increasingly aware of the global dimensions of racial injustice. In the early 20th century, Pan-Africanism, the belief in the unity of people of African descent worldwide, was gaining momentum. Garvey's role in promoting Pan-Africanism cannot be overstated. He believed that people of African descent had shared history, culture, and destiny, and that unity was the key to their empowerment. His famous statement, "God knew what he was doing when he made me Black," encapsulated this belief, emphasizing the inherent worth and strength of being Black. The Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA. In 1914, Marcus Garvey founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, in Jamaica, a pivotal moment in his journey. The UNIA aimed to unite Black people globally and uplift them socially, economically, and politically. Garvey's vision was to create a strong, self-reliant Black community that would challenge the prevailing racism and discrimination of the time. The UNIA's core principles were Black unity and empowerment. It was the largest Black organization of its kind, with chapters not only in the United States, but also in countries throughout the African diaspora. Garvey's charismatic leadership and compelling message drew thousands of members. Advocating for Black rights. Garvey's views on the importance of Black people fighting for their rights were unambiguous. He understood that equality would not be given, but had to be claimed through struggle. In the United States, he spoke out against the deeply entrenched Jim Crow laws and racial discrimination that oppressed Black Americans. Garvey's leadership of the UNIA played a pivotal role in the civil rights movement. He was a forerunner, laying the groundwork for later civil rights activists who would pick up the torch. His commitment to Black empowerment through political and economic means set a powerful example. Marcus Garvey's admiration for the Ku Klux Klan. Garvey made positive statements about the KKK on occasions. Garvey's admiration for the KKK was likely motivated by his belief that white supremacist groups were more honest about their hostility towards Black people than other white groups who professed tolerance, but were, in his view, hypocritical. He saw the KKK's open hatred as a more genuine reflection of white attitudes than the professed tolerance of other white groups. Garvey's overall message was one of Black empowerment and self-reliance. He believed that black people should not rely on white society for their liberation, but should instead work together to create their own independent societies. Garvey's complex relationship with the KKK highlights the challenges that black activists have faced in their pursuit of equality. While Garvey was willing to acknowledge the reality of white supremacy, he never wavered in his belief that black people could overcome oppression and achieve self-determination. Garvey's admiration for the KKK should not be seen as an endorsement of their violence and hatred. Rather, it should be understood as a reflection of his frustration with the hypocrisy of white society and his determination to find allies, even unlikely ones, in the struggle for black liberation. The Black Star Line. Garvey's ambitions extended far beyond the realm of civil rights. He envisioned economic self-sufficiency as a means to empower black people. In pursuit of this goal, he founded the Black Star Line, a shipping company aimed at facilitating trade between black communities around the world. The Black Star Line, 1919-1922, was a shipping line incorporated by Marcus Garvey, the organizer of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, and other members of the UNIA. The shipping line was created to facilitate the transportation of goods and eventually African Americans throughout the African global economy. It derived its name from the White Star Line, a line whose success Garvey felt he could duplicate. The Black Star Line became a key part of Garvey's contribution to the Back to Africa movement, but was mostly unsuccessful, partially due to infiltration by federal agents. The Black Star Line and its successor, the Black Cross Navigation and Trading Company, operated between 1919 and 1922. It stands today as a major symbol for Garvey followers and Pan-Africanists. The Black Star Line was incorporated as a Delaware corporation on June 27, 1919. It had a maximum capitalization of $500,000, and shares were sold at UNIA conventions at $5 each. The first directors of the Black Star Line were Marcus Garvey, Edgar M. Gray, Richard E. Warner, George Tobias, Jeremiah Certain, Henrietta Vinton Davis, and Janie Jenkins. The officers of the corporation were President Marcus Garvey, First Vice President Jeremiah Certain, Second Vice President Henrietta Vinton Davis, Treasurer George Tobias, Secretary Richard E. Warner, Assistant Secretary Edgar M. Gray, and Assistant Treasurer Janie Jenkins. 6 months after incorporation, the board of directors voted to increase the Black Star Line market capitalization to $10 million, equivalent to $175 million in 2023. The Black Star Line surprised critics when only 3 months after being incorporated, the first of 4 ships, the SS Yarmouth, was purchased with the intention of it being rechristened the SS Frederick Douglass. The Yarmouth was in poor condition when purchased by the Black Star Line. Once reconditioned, the Yarmouth proceeded to sail for 3 years between the US and the West Indies as the first Black Star Line ship with an all-black crew and a black captain. However, the Yarmouth, like other ships purchased by the Black Star Line, was in poor condition and faced challenges. The Black Star Line faced significant challenges, including the sinking of one of its ships, the SS Shadyside, which sailed the cruise to nowhere on the Hudson River one summer and sank the next fall due to a leak. Another ship, the steam yacht Kanawha, which was renamed the SS Antonio Maceo by the Black Star Line, experienced a boiler explosion, resulting in a fatality. Besides oversold and poorly conditioned ships, the Black Star Line was beset by mismanagement and infiltration by agents of J. Edgar Hoover's Bureau of Investigation, including the first black agent hired by the Bureau, James Wormley Jones, who became an intimate of Garvey, and other agents who sabotaged it by damaging the engines and other means. Legal troubles and Marcus Garvey's pardon. In 1919, the United States government, represented by J. Edgar Hoover and the Bureau of Investigation, BOI, indicted Marcus Garvey and 3 other executives of the Universal Negro Improvement Association for mail fraud. The charges stemmed from Garvey's use of a picture of a ship, the SS Black Star, in the UNIA's promotional materials, despite the fact that the organization did not actually own the ship at the time. Garvey and the other defendants maintained that they had not intended to deceive anyone and that the ship was part of their plans to establish a shipping line for black people. However, the prosecution argued that the use of the picture was a fraudulent attempt to raise money from investors. In 1923, Garvey was convicted of mail fraud and sentenced to 5 years in prison. He served 3 years of his sentence before President Calvin Coolidge commuted his sentence in 1927. Garvey was then deported back to Jamaica. The conviction of Marcus Garvey for mail fraud remains a controversial topic. Some historians argue that he was wrongfully prosecuted by the government, which was motivated by its desire to suppress the Black Power movement. Others maintain that Garvey's actions were indeed fraudulent and that he was justly convicted. Regardless of the interpretation of the evidence, the conviction of Marcus Garvey had a significant impact on his life and career. It led to his imprisonment, deportation, and the decline of the UNIA. Garvey's legacy continues to be debated, but he is still remembered as a prominent figure in the Black Power movement and a champion of Pan-Africanism. The Black Star Line ceased sailing in February 1922, and the company's losses were estimated to be between $630,000 and $1.25 million. Marcus Garvey's speeches and writings.
Here's for me to inform you that the Universal Negro Improvement Association is an organization that seeks to unite into one solid body the 400 million Negroes of the world, to link up the 50 million Negroes of the United States of America with the 20 million Negroes of the West Indies, the 40 million Negroes of South and Central America with the 280 million Negroes of Africa for the purpose of centering our industrial, commercial, educational, social, and political conditions. As you are aware, the world in which we live today is divided into separate race groups and distinct nationalities. Each race and each nationality is endeavoring to work out its own destiny to the exclusion of other races and other nationalities. We hear the cry of England for the Englishman, of France for the Frenchman, of Germany for the German, of Ireland for the Irish, of Palestine for the Jews, of Japan for the Japanese, of China for the Chinese. We of the Universal Negro Improvement Association are raising the cry of Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. There are 400 million Africans in the world who have Negro blood coursing through their veins. And we believe that the time has come to unite these 400 million people for the one common purpose of settling their conditions. We want to unite the Negro race in this country. We want every Negro to work for one common object, that of building a nation of his own on the great continent of Africa. That all Negroes all over the world are working for the establishment of a government in Africa means that it will be realized in another few years. We want the moral and financial support of every Negro to make the dream a possibility. Already, this organization has established itself in Nigeria, West Africa, and is endeavoring to do all possible to develop that Negro country to become a great industrial and commercial commonwealth. Pioneers have been sent by this organization to Nigeria, and they are now laying the foundations upon which the 400 million Negroes of the world will build. If you believe that the Negro has a soul, if you believe that the Negro is a man, if you believe that Negro was endowed with the senses commonly given to our men by the Creator, then you must acknowledge that whatever they have done, Negroes can do. We want to build up cities, nations, governments, industries of our own in Africa, so that we'll be able to have a chance to rise from the lowest to the highest positions in the African Commonwealth.
One of Marcus Garvey's most powerful tools in advancing his cause was his ability to articulate a vision for Black empowerment. His speeches and writings were inspirational and motivational. In his famous "Look for Me in the Whirlwind" speech, he urged Black people to strive for greatness and self-sufficiency. Analyzing key elements of his rhetoric reveals the enduring influence of his words. His call for self-reliance, pride, and unity remains a source of inspiration for Black activists today. Black culture and identity. Marcus Garvey's influence was not confined to the realms of politics and activism alone. He played a pivotal role in shaping Black culture and identity, leaving an indelible mark on the way Black individuals perceive themselves and their heritage. Garvey encouraged Black people to wholeheartedly embrace and celebrate their African roots. He believed that this connection to their ancestral heritage was a source of strength and a wellspring of pride. By rekindling the flame of African identity, he aimed to instill a sense of self-worth and empowerment among Black communities. This emphasis on embracing one's African heritage resonates strongly in the celebration of Black History Month, an annual observance dedicated to honoring the achievements, history, and culture culture of Black individuals. The celebration of Black History Month serves as a testament to the enduring legacy of Marcus Garvey's message. Furthermore, the rise of Afrocentrism, a cultural and intellectual movement that centers on African and African diaspora cultures, can be traced back to Garvey's teachings. Afrocentrism emphasizes the significance of African culture, traditions, and contributions to the world. It encourages Black people to reclaim their narrative and celebrate the richness of their heritage. In addition to Black History Month and Afrocentrism, Garvey's influence reverberates in various facets of contemporary culture, including music, art, and fashion. Artists, designers, and musicians continue to draw inspiration from African aesthetics, themes, and history, infusing their creations with a profound sense of African identity. Personal life. And let us not forget the personal side of Marcus Garvey. He had two children, Marcus Mosiah Garvey III, born on September 17, 1930, and Julius Winston Garvey, born on September 17, 1933. Marcus Garvey was married twice. He married his first wife, Amy Ashwood, on December 25, 1919. Ashwood was herself a political activist, working for women's rights as well as holding ideologies of Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is a political ideology that seeks to strengthen the bonds between Africans and those of African descent living around the world. She helped her husband to found the United Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, which is often simply referred to as UNIA, and was one of the directors of Garvey's Black Star Line shipping and passenger ship company. The two divorced in 1922. No children were born during this marriage. Garvey's second wife was Amy Euphemia Jacques. The two married in 1922. Jacques was Garvey's Secretary General. The couple had two sons, Marcus Mosiah in 1930 and Julius Winston in 1933. Jacques and Garvey remained married until his death in 1940. Death. Marcus Garvey died on November 10, 1940, in London, England, at the age of 52. The cause of his death was chronic nephritis, a serious inflammation of the kidneys. Garvey's health had been declining for several years prior to his death. He had suffered from a number of ailments, including diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart problems. In 1938, he was diagnosed with chronic nephritis, a condition that eventually led to his death. Despite his deteriorating health, Garvey continued to work tirelessly until the very end of his life. He was a prolific writer and speaker, and he traveled extensively to promote his message of Black nationalism and Pan-Africanism. He also continued to lead the UNIA, the organization he had founded in 1914. Garvey's death was a major loss for the Black Power movement and for the African diaspora. He was a charismatic and visionary leader who inspired millions of people around the world. Legacy. Marcus Garvey, the Jamaican-born orator, activist, and visionary, stands as a towering figure in the history of Pan-Africanism and Black nationalism. Through his fervent advocacy for racial pride, self-reliance, and African unity, he inspired millions of marginalized people worldwide to challenge the oppressive systems of their time. Garvey's vision of a united Africa, free from colonial rule and racial subordination, resonated deeply with the oppressed masses. His powerful speeches, infused with passion and conviction, ignited a flame of hope and resilience in the hearts of those who had long been denied their rightful place in society. Despite facing relentless opposition and persecution, Garvey never wavered in his commitment to his ideals. His unwavering belief in the power of collective action and his unwavering dedication to the upliftment of Black people continue to inspire generations. Garvey's legacy extends far beyond his time and place. His teachings have been embraced by countless activists, musicians, and scholars, shaping the trajectory of Black liberation movements and shaping the discourse on racial justice. His call for unity, self-reliance, and cultural affirmation remains as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. Marcus Garvey's legacy is a testament to the transformative power of one individual's vision and the enduring impact of the struggle for racial equality. His unwavering belief in the power of Black people to shape their own destiny continues to inspire and empower generations to come. As we conclude this video, we encourage you to continue exploring the rich history of Black empowerment and civil rights. Marcus Garvey's life is just one chapter in this ongoing struggle, and by understanding and learning from the past, we can better shape a more equitable future for all. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. We'll see you in the next video. I just wonder why that you
I think I got that one. Let me take you to the river. Yeah. All right. Thumbing through here. Ah, here we go.
As I look to the sky and I wonder why. Ooh, baby, drives me crazy. I just wonder why did you have to die? Can I kiss the sky? Whoa, whoa. Sun being away on a holiday, drifting away. What else can heaven bound to say? I need you, baby, one day. And bound one day. What else can I say? One day. Another life to be there. Afterlife, be there the next time. What can I say? Be there the next life. We're slowly slipping away. Be there the next life. Every day I pray, but I know that I'm slipping away every day. What can I say? Have it your way, what can I say? Woo. That look in your eye, that just hypnotized, looking all through, blowing it's you, holding you tight, feeling alright. What can I say? Now there's no way, baby. Here's the next line. Here's the next line. I'll see you the next time. See you the next time. Black Power. You know that happens when I got two devices. Oh my gosh. There we go. Much better. Yeah, when I got the two devices on, that'd be happening. So, we are here at Black Power Central in the Black Cave. And we say, riddle me this, black man. What are we going to do when they put the sound cannons out? Or have they already put them out? You know, the sound cannons that are designed for crowd control, move a bunch of people back holding their eardrums like your eardrums gonna bust. And that's probably what it on 2 or 3, you know? And don't let them put it on 10. That's designed to fry your brains out, you know? So they say they're gonna give the homeless a choice between going to jail or going into a facility.
You know, a lot of them can't go into facilities because they either alcoholics or got drug problems, stuff like that. Some of them want it, this and that. So, ain't like they can go in anyway. You know, uh, I was doing the documentary, done with that right now, letting homies know what's going on. So it's all good in the hood. And yeah, let me give y'all another one. Yeah, we're doing a DJ style for a minute. Figured I'd just bring y'all up to date. Marcus Garvey Day 2025. And here's one of the Marcus Garvey Day celebrations that I attended in Harlem.
Been given a chance to redeem himself or to say that no, I'm not violating any law. Just came up and was executed, and they let them all off the hook for all of these killings. They have been let off the hook. Well, that new Black Panther Party has come today to put them back on the goddamn hook. We didn't come to pussyfoot around. We certainly did not come to tiptoe through the tulips.
That's right.
And certainly we did not come, to sing a few verses of the Kumbaya.
Hell no.
There will be no singing of the Kumbaya in the name of His Excellency.
Yeah, man, they are talking about, well, you might as well call it martial law, for real. Shoot. You ain't got to go no further than the news, and it's right there in front of your face. You know? It's like, boom, go to the news, what you got? Oh, well, it's going to be flooded with Zelensky in town right now, and they so worried about, did the man wear a tie? So the man blended it in so good, like cold-blooded espionage type movie, where what he did was he blended it in with the black tie, the black shirt, the black coat. It's like, man, you couldn't tell if dude had on a tie or not. But what difference does it make? He's coming out of war zone. And he's trying to be comfortable on the airplane, comfortable on the trip. You know what I'm saying? So it's 90 degrees outside. Who wants to wear a tie? Especially when you're wearing black. I already know how that go. All power to the people.
Shoot, I got my hands up. Can't breathe, I can't breathe. Shoot, I got my hands up. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Oh, shoot, I got my hands up. Like Ferguson, Missouri. You got a riot. Just had enough. From the Bronx to the Martin. Got a TikTok rally, we ain't joking. We shall overcome. Got my hands up, don't shoot. Shoot, shoot. Got my hands up, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. We shall overcome. Got to stand up for ourselves. Coming over the yellow lines all night. Push too hard, now you gotta fight. So I said we shall overcome. Don't shoot, I got my hands up. I can't breathe, I can't breathe. We shall overcome. Say only strong survive. Stand up for ourselves. Soon as we stand up, they be taking our lives. Killing our sons and daughters. Stand up. When will we stop the genocide? Will we all be martyrs? Will we all be slaughtered? We got to stand up for ourselves. Just like genocide. to make you look to the other side in the wrong direction. Got to stand up. Mr. Silos are opening up for mass destruction. Meanwhile, homies on the mic, spitting that nonsense instead of the truth. Like you promised, we got to stand up for ourselves. Getting rich by the minute. We got to stand up. Why they ain't Ferguson? Because they ain't overcome. Busy giving out crap to the audience. We still hungry in black and white TV, watching this nonsense. We shall overcome. Shoot, I got my hands up. Can't breathe, can't breathe. No, we shall overcome. Can't breathe, I can't breathe. Don't shoot, I got my hands up. Can't breathe, can't breathe. We shall overcome. I can't breathe.
Yeah, man. All these different, I don't know, different folks out there. It's like the exterminator, just running the roaches from one building to another, from one hood to another hood. Gotta go somewhere. What about the homeless? You're gonna take them out of tents and tell them to wander off, and then they're just gonna have to make another structure somewhere else. Come on. Especially if they got in June, if they can do a tent, you know they can do a structure. That's for sure. They've been build build a daggone shed on your lawn, you know. So they ain't got nowhere to go. Then they have to be given somewhere to go. You know, that's what I'm saying. So we can't just leave the people out there in the cold. Because I've already seen it a time or two, you know. Matter of fact, Memoirs of a Black Panther on that. I saw this old man. He was dying of I guess hypothermia, frostbite, and all he had on was a suit jacket. I mean, it was in the wintertime. He had no shirt on, nothing. So I tried rubbing on his back and stuff, you know, get him warm up a little bit, and try to get him to an ambulance. And ambulance say the old man had pulled a knife on him early. I said, this man can't harm nobody. He probably out of his mind, didn't know why you was trying to grab him, didn't know you were trying to help him. I said, well, you better get over there and help him now. Otherwise, you have to deal with me instead of him. So you scared an old man with a knife, and you got to be petrified of me. So they went ahead and took the old man, but he passed away because I guess they took too much damn time getting him in there. So we gave it a shot, you know. So that's what time it is. Not just the criminals walking the street. It's those people that's getting up early in the morning going to a construction site at 4 o'clock in the morning. And what they got these cops out here don't know. So they coming at everybody. They making folks late for work. And don't let it be Hispanic. They have the ICE out there. Just detaining people indiscriminately. At a Home Depot lot, I saw. Because they don't even ask for ID, man. They just put your hands behind your back and use zip ties. We don't know who these people are. We don't know if they're legit police or not. They use these zip ties. And we got children disappearing, so watch yourselves out there. And put some of these nighttime ice cream men in check. It's time to pull a nighttime check on these nighttime predators out there with ice cream trucks at night. If you have an ice cream truck out here, I'm gonna be the customer. I'm gonna pull up on them, see exactly what you got. You know, I heard that they had a video of some kids in the back of one of them trucks. That's why we gotta really pull up on them. I mean, make them stop, find out who the kids are. You know what I mean? When in doubt, let's find out. Instead of taking a video, if they can't intervene, at least dial 911. But that's the problem. Too many people dial 911 while the predator gets away. Or they're too busy taking a film showing that there might be kids in the back of this vehicle and damn thing look like a truck. Like U-Haul van or something converted into a ice cream looking truck. Might not even be there going, hey, this might be deeper than we think. Because they're snatching kids up left and right, that's for sure. You know? Just be aware, keep tabs on your youngins. And let them know, don't be wandering over no damn ice cream truck at night.
I said it before, I'll say it again, my friend.
There'll be no ice cream truck at night for us, for our folks.
James Brown say, on the one.
The only people going to the ice cream truck at night are going to be adults. And we're going to be armed. And if you got kids up in there, you're going to have to come out and explain yourself. And they better be calling you daddy. Even the kids that's scared, you can look at their eyes and tell. You know? Even if they don't say nothing, you can tell. Especially if they're in an ice cream truck at night. So we're going to definitely put them on a night watch. Let them know it's a sundown town for them. There's yours truly on the keyboard. Just jamming that Goody Mob cell therapy song. And I kind of adopted that for my DC Federal City song. But then again, I got that on here. I'm gonna play it live, right? But then again, I can't talk along with it like I can on here. A little bit different. Utilizing my brains for lack of studio. So imagine what I do when I get to the studio. There'll be no commercials and stuff like that. On some of these videos, sometimes we gotta do our documentaries, but we want everything spliced up ahead of time. And that's what I'll be able to do with a few more dimes. So hit that black, well, $ black, open them #1. That's the new benevolent fund. They help me get where I got. They help me get where I gotta go, y'all. Got a few stops to make out west. I think we'll go and not only pull up on the ice cream truck, we're going to have to pull up on Vlad. We're going to have to pull up on Adam 12. Black Panther style. Don't get it twisted. We will be coming strong. No doubt. And recruiting. We will be retiring all rags other than the red, the black, and the green. Everybody under one black power fist. For sure. So this yours truly, the Black Ophenham Lion TV. Chiming in and chiming out. Yep, chiming in and chiming out. But before I chime out, here's one for the ladies. Wait a minute, do I have time? Yeah, I got time. One for the ladies.
Feel the thunder, heaven on earth. Let's go up yonder. When we get to the promised land, we won't see no footprints and no sand. Giving first aid passes to all them ready to go. We don't want to miss this one-man show. From the black old lady, that's the sky, gypsy man. Ride this world when the fire across the land. One soul at a time, know what I'm saying? Need to be on your knees, praying. November 8th, we got the election. In the sky, gypsy love. Gonna take you for a ride. Everything's gonna be alright. We're gonna move to the other side. On the other side, love God. Don't get fried. Break through the pride. Lord knows I've tried. I'm a sky gypsy, baby. Black hole, baby. Sky gypsy man. Ride this world on the fire across the land. One soul at a time, know what I'm saying? Just be on your knees, praying. I ain't playing. Yeah. others tried. So hold them tight, keep you when you're sleeping in the night. My prayers are surely answered, 'cause you're right here. You know you got it on my dear. We're gonna throw it all night long, all night long. Sing this song, woo, all night. We're getting it on to the break of dawn, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rock and roll this joint. I'm telling you now. Earth Sky One, we out.
All right, all right. I saw Black Joe popped in there for a minute. Think I got time for one.
Hey. Like a donut glaze. Make a black man sing.
Yeah, man. What's up, Black Joe? I'm up here jamming, and in between, just telling the people out what's going on. If they living under a rock and they ain't paying attention and don't know, but it won't hurt until it hits them. Yep, it never hurt. I mean, like they got all the federal city all over the place. So that, of course, that's going to make it less visible crime. Or like I was saying, take the roaches and move them from one side of town to the other until they're done with their exercise. And when they're done with their exercise, everything go back to normal. But crime, so they say, was down all time low at the same time. So but I do know certain areas of that city ain't gonna change regardless if it's an all-time low or not. you know, it still looks the same. You know, so maybe they'll make it look better. I think they're just looking for aesthetics. So what do you think, brother? Looking for aesthetics, get the homeless out of there, so they have no homeless on the streets, and of course, no hordes of no, no, they can go back to Jim Crow. Three or more black folks on the street at a time is a crime. you know. Yep. So they're gonna be doing like they used to do I think in the '80s, and they had a jump out. They had jump out squads then, where they ride through and just jump out their cars on folks, indiscriminately, everybody. So somebody just walking into their building with their groceries, slam him to the ground too. Huh. Yeah. Exercise for all black cities. So we see how it work out. I see what the brother Pete say. He ain't out there in it to find out. So how's everything going on your end, my brother?
Slow motion with me, man. Like I say, people are happy with their comfortable slavery, so it's not my. I'm done trying to give folk logic. Let's let them be comfortable.
Oh, I just see how people feeling about things. That's all until it reaches a neighborhood near them. Especially, you got a lot of young collegiate brothers out here. They might they get caught up in the rush right along with say like in the holding cell in the jail, they got one guy There's arrested for speeding and cussing out the police, and he got another in there for selling heroin to the neighborhood. You have another one in there. He could be a serial. I mean, I shouldn't say serial killer. He should be. He could be a deranged maniac. So all of them in there together because the police decided to just drag everybody indiscriminately in. You know that type thing. So you think it'd come to that?
It was preventable. No one wanted to take action to prevent it, so now the state got to prevent it.
Oh well, I know. I know when they pull up on the silly, stupid stuff, then they just okay, they just stretching the law now. Stopped me on my bike yesterday. He asked me for ID. I told him instead of saying, and this is probably something smart that people could use. Instead of saying I ain't showing you no damn ID, but basically I said I don't have one. I don't have any with me. I said I would just ride my bike to the store. I didn't think I needed one. I said, now you expect me to sit there and wait till damn left turn arrow come on? I'm on a damn bike. I'm gonna turn when it's safe. It was safe, you know. And another one
That's why I
pulled.
say don't poke.
Huh?
That's why I say don't poke the bear.
I wasn't. I was just making a left to go home. And oh yeah, another one pulled up too. And you know what I'm talking about? Oh, you can stay right there. I said, shit, I'm on a bike. I'm gonna roll right over to your window. You know? And I asked the other one, I said, oh, we need two cops for a guy that's made a left turn on a bike, you know? But they felt stupid about it and left me alone. But I can
That's
show
why
them,
I say don't poke the bear.
once you show them ID, you keep them with you longer than you need to, you know? Because then they get to looking you up and calling shit in, and now it's an official report, you know?
Cause and effect.
That's why I ain't show them no ID. Once you show them ID, they got you. They got something of yours in their hand. They gonna hold on to it long as possible. I'm standing there
Hey,
looking at them like, really, man? I'm trying to go to the store before it's too late, you know? Yeah. And so
I
he
can
said,
dig it.
well, you free to go. Huh?
I said I can dig it, but that's why I don't poke the bear. I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Yeah, but he ain't driving. Imagine, I mean, that just tells me if I was driving, he would have had that as an excuse to really stop me. You know?
It's been the excuse to stop anybody doing anything in the last 20 years, especially when you poke the bear.
Shit, not even poking the bear. I seen one cop had stopped somebody a ways back. Might have been the same one. Or maybe they traveling in pairs, like he said. Yeah, if you poking the bear, but shit, you riding your bike to the store, they ain't poking no bear. They better leave me alone.
You done already did it. You done already did it, and you kept doing it. And when folk was warning you, you kept on hollering freedom of speech. Now, when you ride to the store, they want to see your ID. You don't see the cause and effect.
Oh, I ain't gonna show them no damn ID riding no bike. Hell no. What they gonna? Yeah, it's not. I don't have to. You know, especially in my own neighborhood, they can go fly a kite with that one. You know, citizens got their rights. I'm just saying, if it's that, I can imagine how bad it is down in Federal City right now. You know, definitely don't want to go down there. Shit, driving a car, that just gives them excuses to take your tag down.
And Federal City, they kept poking the bar, poking the bar, poking the bar, and now the bar woke up and is attacking.
Yeah, but those people poking the bear, not people just riding their bike in the neighborhood going to the store. You know, so now they're going too far. And that's exactly what I was talking about. But it hadn't
Like
happened.
if you say so, it's more black citizens that are happy with the federal impact than are upset. So if you say so,
No, it happened to happen to me personally, so I would know so.
you still don't see where you poked the bar in and you paying for your for the things that you was doing. You really don't see that. So like I say, it's my place to sit back
People
and
just
watch everybody pay for the consequences of their actions.
they were just roaming the streets up and down that block, and I had no idea that they would expect for a fucking bike to wait for a damn green arrow. And they'll say, like, now the light is green, right? Everything's going forward, right? And then if you're gonna make a left, they have a green arrow. Fuck that green arrow. Everything's going forward, and it's clear, and it's late at night. Ain't nobody on the road except me. That man, forget them. If I was to stop, I would look suspicious. You know.
You got freedom of speech, they got freedom to frisk.
And then I say from now on, I'm gonna do like I should have done it then, which is I'm riding a bike. I should have just stayed on the shoulder of the damn road, and the hell with these lights. It don't matter if it's red or green. You know, since I'm on the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? It really don't even matter. I started to take that approach when I saw them cops on the road. And I said, nah, I'm gonna wait at the light. That's where I got that. See, that's what I said. A bike waiting at a damn light looks suspicious. So see, he probably tagged me then.
You riding the streets, you able to do the speed limit, you able to follow the street rules. That's simple as that.
Shoot, I'm on a bike. You can take the shoulder and don't even worry about it. Matter of fact, they've told me they prefer if I rode on the sidewalk.
Yeah, but when they put you over, you was in the street making turns, following arrows like a car. Like you don't see the cause and effect.
Oh, well, when they told me to ride on the sidewalk, I had asked them then, you know. Anyway, it's a choice. I don't have to, you know. I don't have to ride on the sidewalk unless I want to, you know.
Right. And when you ride in the streets and playing with street laws, don't get mad because you didn't have to when they pull your ass over.
I ain't gonna worry about it. Next time I know exactly what I'm gonna do because I did it earlier. I just took the shoulder, you know. And it don't really matter if you're going the wrong way. You're on a bike, you're on a shoulder. It don't even matter. You can go the wrong damn direction. So I'm just gonna be on the shoulder. I'm gonna show them, hey. And just like you tell you to ride in areas where it's very dangerous for cars, you know. And I don't take them. I don't take them. You know. Yep. So somebody else was telling me, city council said they made part of that highway, the bike trail. You got pictures of it on it too. You know what I mean? So the heck with them. But I am talking about biking. That's just another mode of transportation that they shouldn't be messing with. And I prefer that way because then, just like you said, you got ID? Nope. You know. He say, "What? You don't have one, or you just ain't with you?" I said, "Oh, I have one. You just ain't seeing it." You know. I ain't tell him that part though. I said I ain't got it with me. Yep. Look it up. Shoot.
Boy, you get the right cop, that's gonna go wrong.
Shit, on a bike, it ain't gonna go wrong. Shit, the hell with them. Unless I'm breaking
Hey,
the law. If I'm
you
breaking no
know,
law, that's different. I ain't breaking no laws. So
if you
they,
say so.
yeah, what they gonna give me a jaywalking ticket? Because that's basically what it would be. You know? Yep, that's like somebody.
Refuse to identify yourself, and they search you and find your ID. You will find out.
Oh shoot, they can take you some thumbprint. Yep, a lot of bikers.
Hey,
They'll let you take
keep
this.
on playing. Keep on playing with them, and watch you get an obstruction of justice charge.
Never had the problem until that one damn time. Just when I was about to lighten up off of them, here they come again. Yep. So, but anyway, like I say, in Federal City, it's a lot worse. That's a proving ground. Do you think that's like a testing ground, and then they'll try it in a city near you? Like,
Hey, it ain't my problem, man. At this point, me trying to tell people the truth and give them tips on laws, they know everything. So at this point, I'm just gonna watch it burn. Like I keep on saying, bro. Nobody's receptive to the truth. Everybody's comfortable with this open arm slavery and they little chunk of peaceful slavery, man. So I'm just gonna let it burn. Like if you really want to know the situation of the on the ground in DC, talk to the residents. Quit going by what people on just social networking are saying. Just like when you came to me about them guys sitting on the front porch, and like I told you here in St. Louis, I've been on my front porch drinking and smoking, and cops walked up on me just to shoot the breeze and talk about the neighborhood and find out what's going on in the neighborhood, not to harass me. So, hey,
those weren't cops that were being on them streets, though. Those
and once again, the people in DC refuse to check their children, their grandchildren. They're running around with guns and switches. The main arrests that I've seen in DC were people caught with illegal, unregistered guns, which led to a bigger charge once they got searched. But you can keep on misinforming the people if you want to. I'm not gonna say nothing.
they can't be armed in DC, so it's always going to lead down to guns. Yeah, because they
So
don't want.
therefore, them Negroes ain't victims. They're breaking the law. All they gotta do is go about the right way. I've seen men and women getting arrested for illegal guns, but once again, none of y'all do the research. Y'all just want to be victims.
Legalize when the law DC says they can have guns as long as they're in their house. So it ain't gonna do them no good in their house. you know.
The
So
law in DC is every single gun must be registered. If you have an unregistered gun, you're facing a felony charge, regardless of where it's at.
it can't be outside. That's for sure. yeah, it got to be in their home. That's the problem right there. But anyway, I ain't sweating it because, like I say, hey, I'm keeping everything up above board. He should know who I was anyway, because all them flashing lights and stuff, so I'll be everywhere. And so, and I'm very obvious because I got too many flashing lights. That way, they ain't got no excuse to say they couldn't see me, you know? Shoot. Should I have more flashing lights than the cop?
Just like nobody wants to do research, like a little bit of research and show you that the crime statistics in DC was lied about and folk is going to jail for it and just admitted to lying about crime being down. So, but once again, nobody does the research. Everybody wants to be a perpetual victim.
No, I saw that. What's his name? Cash Patel or somebody. He was saying that crime was down. Yeah, but now in my case, what I know about the city is certain areas always gonna be like that. Always gonna be them areas where you better
Man,
roll you
that black female police leader and one of them black politicians literally just got caught up and admitted to lying about the low crime statistics that got out to the feds, dog. Like nobody does research. Everybody just want to be a victim and complain. This is why I'm sitting back watching it burn. This is why I refuse to say anything. If you do the research, it's out there about that black police chief female, whoever she is, lying about crime statistics with the politician, and they both got one of them two got to step down for lying about it because one of them didn't know.
I think she had other corruption charges. But
so you know this, and you still want to run with the narrative of crime supposed to be down. Why is the feds in there? You see how you misinform the people?
No, the FBI director, whatever his name, Cash Patel said that. You know, I was watching that earlier. I'm not misinforming nobody.
Cash Patel got his misinformation from the black folk that was lying on the ground that was in charge. Nobody does the work.
I'm trying to tell you, I know the neighborhood. Don't sweat it. It's just like you know the
All right,
neighborhood
you know the neighborhood. I shut up, cuz, and go ahead and finish your little preaching.
down there, like I know neighborhoods down here. In certain neighborhoods, it's always roll up your windows. Your car might get broke into because of the area that you in. You might get robbed or something because of the area that you in. This and that. You can get killed in the areas that you're in. I know them areas in DC.
Feds ain't doing that in DC. Negroes doing that in DC. But go ahead.
I'm saying those. That's what it looks like on the ground in D.C. And that's the part that Trump is sicking the feds on. He's sicking the feds on that part of it. Yep, I know them parts of it. Shouldn't they? Man, it's been like some parts of southeast, right, over in DC, late at night. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. People walking across the streets like it's a block party going on. I ain't joking. Like a block party going on. YNs everywhere. I mean, just go in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? And I was like, this is a wide street too. You know what I mean? I said, now, ha ha. So anyway, that's the type of atmosphere that I'm talking about. That Trump trying to deal with. That atmosphere. I know those areas. I know a lot of them. Shoot, even up on Capitol Hill, it's more dangerous on Capitol Hill than anywhere else. Shoot, always have been. Real poor over there. A lot of homeless over there. Well, displaced, I should say, and poor people over there, people without nowhere to go at all, just derelictic. Shoot, that's the spot right there. I mean, one of them. That's why he's trying to clean up the homeless situation, but he ain't giving them nowhere to go. He need to put.
Willful ignorance is you being able to go through all those crime statistics and also admit that those folks were cooking the books and then still play victim like, oh my God, the feds are in there tripping. That's crazy, man. That's dirty work.
Know about them people cooking the books. I don't. I'm telling you what I know
You
about.
just said you knew about the politician that was playing games with the police chief, the black lady police woman. You just said that.
Don't know the details. All I know is she has some kind of corruption, and they locked her up.
That's enough. That's enough. You know that there's corruption going on with these politicians that's giving the numbers to the feds, and you still want to be like, oh my God, we victim of the feds. But in the same breath, you're saying the YNs out there tripping with guns and this and that and this and that, but they victims. Make it make sense.
I'm asking you what you think about it.
I don't. I'm letting people comfortable with what they comfortable with. Not my place to share my thoughts or try to change minds. If people want to go with that narrative, let them go with that narrative. As long as it ain't my squad, bro.
Shannon, happy with it?
Say what?
Would you be happy with it if you were in DC?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if I was in DC. I wouldn't care if they came to my city and did it because my crew, my YNs, and my squad are 30% lawyer and they know laws and they don't get caught up in niggatry.
Well, I mean, easy to get caught up with police stuff. That's the thing.
My squad ain't perpetual victims. When they do a crime and they get caught, they take it on the chin. Versus, oh, I didn't. Oh, so and so did. Oh, I'm a victim. Nah, bro. When we do something, if we get caught red-handed, if we ain't fighting our way out of it, we take it on the nose, bro. We grown ups. We're not children minded. We're not adolescent minded.
I usually tell them if I'm going to the store, I was in a nice mood. I was being a little bit better, but I usually film them. Tell them none of the business. I ain't showing them shit. I ain't breaking no laws. You know?
Yeah, and it's just a matter of time for you be like, I'm not showing you no ID, and they choose to pat you down. If they find their ID on you, you're gonna get an obstruction of justice charge. I'm just letting you know.
Nothing, first of all. Yeah, they ain't gonna find jack, especially on me. I don't carry nothing on me. You know, I don't even carry loose change on me.
You better make sure your ID ain't on you before you start denying them. They pat you down and find it. That's obstruction of justice.
I might have my keys on me, but that's about it. Yeah.
You tell them for anybody listening, if you tell them you don't have your ID, if they pat you down and search your shit and search your stuff and they find your ID, you're probably going to get an obstruction of justice charge.
You gotta have a crime first.
The crime is you're obstructing justice. You're interfering with an investigation by denying them your ID. You don't get it. I don't get it. You don't get it. You know what? Keep denying them your ID. Just keep doing what you're doing. That stuff has been working for the last 15, 20 years. I'm going to sit back and watch, brother.
I'm going to start insulting them. You know?
That's smart. Insult, yeah, that's right. Call them pigs. I agree with you. They need the insults. Call them out their name. Let them know how you feel. You got the freedom of speech. You hear me? So can't nobody deny your freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say to them pigs.
Station that I can talk to their watch commanders at any given time because I'm a citizen. I'm gonna tell them like this. I'm not no derelict walking the streets, and you gotta talk to me like a taxpayer. That's his, that paying his salary. Yeah.
You can leave with that delusion of grandeur if you want to, and I agree with you. Press that issue. Let folks know that they got rights. Keep on telling them that.
Their face and just tell them, okay, now you got the ID. Now what the hell you gonna do now? What's next? Hurry up and do it. But once you give them your ID, they have a right to search you and everything else. You know, once you give up your ID, it's just like coming out of your house. Once you come out of your house, they own you.
If you say so,
for real,
they own you. They don't own me.
I'm saying the average person, once they lose their rights, once they give up their ID or come out of their house. You know,
if you say so, if you say so, I agree.
I heard that they have a lot of those second.
You heard or you know
those auditors that be on.
Yeah, but have you heard or do you know?
Oh, know what?
What you're finna elaborate on? You just said I heard. You didn't say I know.
Oh well, we don't know until we find out. Yeah.
FAFO.
But like I said, give me the ID. Then what? Then what?
Don't give them your ID, like you said, bro. They ain't got no right to request that. Don't give them your ID and keep on going about your business, especially if you ain't did nothing. Listen to this man; he's informing you properly.
They want to search you, then. They want to search you, then.
Hey, like I say, you telling the people right, bro. It ain't my place to tell them anything different. You got the game and going with it.
Up and if you can look it up and give us some details, that'd be good. But
it ain't even my place to do that no more, man. It's your place. You the one with the ideas and the wisdom. I'm just a bystander. I'm a watcher. I'm an observer.
You gotta stand there and wait for them to look you up and find out if you want it and this and that. Nah, I don't have time for it.
That's what happened when you don't give them your ID and they gotta run your name and check your background. But hey, keep on informing the people, bro. Like I say, it ain't my place. It's not my place.
I got obstruction and all that shit thrown out, and he said obstruction over something else. And even with the ID in his hand, Jumper say obstruction. You know that they love to throw that word out there. But if you're a law-abiding citizen, you ain't doing nothing wrong. Fuck them. You ain't got to kiss their ass. You know, you ain't really got to kiss their ass at all. I'm not going to. From here on out, there's no more Mr. Nice Guy. I've already started filming them when they talk to me anyway. Like one told me, talking about don't call the police station. I said, you must have lost your mind. I said, man, I'm filming you. I said, we on live right now, just so you know. You know? I said, I will call them right here, right now.
It's the reason I've been sending you information on police shooting and killing elderly men and women, but you know how that goes. No, nobody pays attention to the
If
small details.
if they make a crazy move toward them, yeah, sure. But anyway, it's almost midnight. I better get off
None of
here.
this required a crazy move, but go ahead.
Well, if you gotta have some kind of move towards them in order. But I tell you
The,
what,
the, the last the last 3 or 4 things I sent you where police have shot elderly men and women, none of them made a crazy move. But like I say, research is something that people don't do.
well, that black dude that got shot by that white dude. I hope that guy goes to prison for a long time. He gonna ask the man for his ID. Ain't that something? Huh. I guess they figure they the police of the world. As long as they got as long as they Caucasian, they ask them anybody for their ID. Oh, ain't that some craziness? But
They know how to pick and choose, y'all, boy.
yeah, the ones that stand up, they don't do that too. Yeah, I'll tell you that now. The ones that stand up, they don't get that done at all.
I've
You know,
never had that issue. Never.
I've had cop stand down. You know, shoot, not more than once. Shoot, they stand down. You damn
I've
right.
made cops stand down more than once by knowing local ordinance and laws, bro. That's simple as that. That's why I keep on saying, if you're not telling people they need to be at least 30% lawyer, you failing the people.
Well, I know my rights and tell them that, and they ain't letting them trample them, and
Rights is 5%.
they get it. And shoot, I don't know. That's like a habit with me not telling them who I am or any damn thing. You know, I refuse them every damn thing, except for maybe a
Keep
little.
on. It's
I
your
give them,
right.
yeah, I give them a little chit chat, and I shouldn't give them that. Yeah, I
You
would,
don't.
but they were harassing homeless folks. I mean, displaced people at the time, and I say, wow, look at this. So the lady got her purse, all the contents of her purse out on the ground. They ain't got no right to do that stuff to them folks. Yeah, and then when I come by, he gonna tell me to keep moving. I said, oh, now
Yeah,
I'm.
because it's vagrancy and loitering laws.
They was walking through. They wasn't even stopped. I already know the spot where they was. That's a pass through, only a pass through. It's not
These
even.
laws been in place. They just not enforcing them. So
That's not even their spot. That's the same spot where the cop messed with me.
yeah,
Yeah,
but there are still ordinance laws throughout that city about vagrancy and loitering. But
I
once again,
think
nobody does the research.
I figure anybody come through there, they're gonna bother them since they have the vagrancy and loitering laws. But like I say, they got the people that don't even stay there because I know where they stay. They was walking through. They just passing through. Uh, so that's why I came in, stopped, and watched over them because of that.
You stop and watch over them when the police interacting with them. But have you ever stopped and tried to help find them housing or shelter or something to eat?
Shit, hell yeah, a lot.
Mm.
All of that. Every last one of the things you said. With a lot of,
Okay.
with a few. Yeah, don't want to go into that though. I mean, with some, best you can do is what we've done, and you know, fortify some of them tents with some of them plastic tarps, like out of what do you call it?
See,
Out of
do
Walmart.
do you
Uh,
see how
and
you
also,
talk in circles?
I just come thinking about some of the things that have had,
I'm saying no, but you don't peep game on that. You say that you literally tried to help these folk out. Some are beyond help. The feds come in and try to get these folk off the streets, and now you like, oh my God, why the fed doing that? Man, the
no,
people couldn't help these people. So it's like it's the perpetual victimhood.
they help.
Negroes continuously want to be victims, even when it don't involve them.
Some of these folks just want to help themselves. They don't like the ones that live in them tents. They don't want the government's help. They want to help themselves, and that's what
Tent
I'm talking.
living. tent cities are illegal. Half of these folk you would give apartments to or housing to, and they don't want it. They prefer to be homeless. So vagrancy and dilapidation and folk pooping and peeing on the streets. Hey, if you cool with that, maybe them folk like that should come near where you live and stay on your street.
Shelters, they got shelters for them folks, you know?
What did you just not hear me that say half them folk would rather be in the street pooping on the street than in a shelter or in a house?
All right.
But you're upset that the feds come in and clean it up. It's fault like you that I'll be like, well, if you mad the feds cleaning it up, and you see that these people won't accept no help, maybe these people should stay near you or on your street and let you deal with the stuff.
No, I'm saying they could help relocate them because they got belongings and stuff like that. Now they'll lose all their stuff. You know, whether they got ID.
Bring mental asylums back like the ones we had in the 50s and 60s, and you will clean up this homeless vagrancy problem.
They might have ID. A lot of them, you know, they have the mental illnesses and they be having paperwork and IDs and stuff they need from them government agencies where they get help and stuff. And they be having all that stuff in bags and stuff. And now the government just come in and throw all them bags away.
Willful ignorance on full display.
Now they have nowhere. I've seen people that live with those things. Yeah. But anyway, it's after midnight now, so I gotta run. Gotta get up in the morning anyway, so trying to entertain the people for a minute. Just trying to stay up and see if I see what else I could bring on here, but for now that's about it. So we'll see what happens when they have martial law everywhere. I'm sure it'll be fun. Yeah. Oh, but just like you say, I ain't worried about it. Yep. The more they do, the less I'm gonna do. As far as shoot, don't matter to me. Like here, yeah, ID. Now what? Write me a jaywalking ticket or leave me the hell alone.
Know your local gun laws, everybody. Stay strapped or get clapped.
This dumb bitch asked me, was that a machete I was carrying? I said, he must be stupid as shit. He can't tell the difference. Nope, not at all. All right, well, there you go. Stay strapped or get clapped. Well, I say clap back because, you know, that's what they want us to do. They want us to be unarmed, especially in D.C. and New York, different places. And different places they want you to run first. So,
Man, only clapping back Negroes is doing this at other Negroes. Man,
yeah,
I watched these Negroes do drive-bys and walk-bys and kill other Negroes. And when police pull up, the same gun still hot, ready to go. They throw the gun down and put their hands in the air. I ain't trying to hear that, man. Let the feds come in and clean it up, boy.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. They ain't ready to protect the neighborhood. Yep. So that's what I'm talking about. All right. I'll holler at you later. Black Powerful and power to the people, power to the tribe. Oh, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Always. Let me play this on the way out of here.